Then you move to testing out different concepts to see which ones stick. And then once you finalize your ads, you want to do some pre-testing before you spend possibly millions of dollars doing lots of advertising. You want those ads to be as effective as possible. So where I think our group has made a lot of contributions to the literature is coming up with quantitative measures and metrics that will tell you whether or not you'll be successful with your campaign. These are metrics that are grounded in theory and honed through practice. We've used them for many campaigns. That CDC Tips campaign, they used our measures to pre-test the ads before they went on the air. FDA is about to launch a media campaign for youth prevention. They gave our metrics to the advertising agency to test their messages before going in market. And then, of course, it's important once you're in market is to test the messages and to make sure that they're performing the way that you expect. So when we started this work in the late 1990s, most of the assessment was asking people, do you like the ad? Did it make you think about or talk about the ad? And while those are helpful, they don't get at some of the important things. So we expanded those measures through a series of studies. And what we found was that this measure of perceived effectiveness was not only helpful to compare one ad to the next, but we demonstrated that the higher the receptivity, the more likely you were to see behavior change. So we were able to validate these messages. So those that give higher appraisal of ads are more likely to change their attitudes and ultimately change their behavior. So what are these measures? So what we started to ask was, ask each person about each ad. Is this ad powerful, informative, and or convincing? But also we get at the emotion, so that's more of a cognitive thinking process. But then we also get at the emotions. Did that ad make you feel hopeful, motivated, afraid, ashamed? And the way that we've done this most is through web-based surveys where you can actually play the ads so that people can see them, and then you ask them about each ad. We also used this technique to test 36 different graphic health warning labels for the FDA to winnow it down from 36 to 9. So just to wrap up, mass media campaigns have been shown to be effective in reducing tobacco use in the United States and elsewhere in the world. But it's not necessarily a simple process. I want to really highlight